Good morning, everybody. So, the area around my port is getting smaller, but it's not completely gone. The hospitalist came in and she felt it and said if everything's okay and the port can be accessed if I wanted to go home. I said yes. But she asked me if I had seen the cardiologist, if I'd seen Dr. DeViti, the cardiologist who did my port, and I had said no, and she said she wanted me to see Dr. DeViti before we even did a discharge. So that's what we're waiting on. I have another great nurse, and I have my PCA Erica that I really like. So anyway, there's not really anything else. Again, we're waiting. We've got some news. The hospitalist came in and she says everything looks good, that I could go home if I wanted to. And she had Dr. DeViti to come in for consult, and it was one of his residents or fellows, I'm not sure who it was, that came in. Actually, I think it was actually another doctor. This one was too old to be a resident or a fellow. Anyway, he said it feels fine, it looks fine, and there's no reason. So now all we have to do is we have to try accessing it, see if we can flush it, and see if we can get any blood return. If all that happens, then I am going to be coming home, and I'm so glad, and I know my husband will be too. So somebody from Dr. DeViti's office has come in and has checked my port, said it's fine. He can feel all 3 nubs. I'm kind of feeling around, not really feeling them. Maybe I'm not pushing down hard enough. I don't know. It is a cordial 3. They slowed down the rate on my IV fluid. I had not heard anything about anybody coming in here trying to access my port. Okay, so I've been sitting here watching the People Court, Hot Bench, Judge Judy, Couples Court, took some naps. The cardiovascular, one of the team members came to see me. He said that my port feels normal. He could feel all 3 nubs. I can only feel 2. When the hospitalist came in earlier today, she said that I could be discharged today, but she asked me if anybody from Dr. DeViti's office had came to see me. I said no. So within 20 minutes, somebody from the office did come and see me. Now I'm playing another waiting game. There's not been any new orders. The only new order that was put up is for my IV infusion to go at a slower rate. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm waiting on. And I would love to go home today. Who wouldn't like to go home and get out of the hospital? I spent enough time in them. But anyway, so that's all I know right now, and as I know more, I will keep updating. Okay, so I talked to the nurse. She looked at my chart. There are no discharge orders, anything in my chart whatsoever that is even talking about me being discharged tomorrow. My hopes are to be discharged tomorrow. I don't want to be in here any longer than I have to be. I personally do not like hospitals. I don't know anybody that does. So my husband's kind of bummed that I didn't get out for Valentine's Day. But he did buy me a little cute little stuffed animal and a balloon and brought it up here to me. He always buys me stuff when I'm in the hospital. But since it's Valentine's Day, he bought me a Valentine's Day thing. He did buy me a little U of L koozie night before last. He usually buys me something U of L every time I'm in here. But my IV site, I'm surprised, is holding up. It's my third one. I don't think they got blood on me. If she did, she did a really good job. I didn't feel it. I don't know anything else to talk about. I mean, nothing's changed. I just, I'm glad there's no bacteria, that was found. Because that could put you in shock to make you sepsis and could potentially kill you if your port does become infected. Like they told me, if there was bacteria, they would have to take the port out and they could replace it. It doesn't matter how much antibiotics they give you, the bacteria clings on to the port, so it would have had to come out if I had any bacteria growth. 4 days, there's no bacteria growth. My blood work looks great. So now I guess what they were really wanting was the clearance from the cardiologist, and now we do. And so hopefully tomorrow we get my port accessed, or we find out if my port is even working. If my port's not working, I will have to go get it removed and have another one. And then they'll just keep me overnight for observation. And if everything's going okay, then I should be able to go home Friday. So, but we'll find out, and I will keep everybody posted as I have been. I'm so sorry about the poor quality. My notebook does have a really good camera on it, except it's really hard to find where I'm supposed to be looking on this thing. And I'm trying my best with the software that I have. I'm not really used to this software. I have the desktop version, and I pay for the desktop version. I'm not gonna pay. I'm not gonna pay for the Go version. It's just not sensible. So I'm sorry for that. I guess I didn't know when they had my Finnegan. We had put it on. He gave me my 25 milligrams, and it wasn't 4 hours, every 3 hours. And I just found that out now. But, I mean, that's okay. I already have my night meds. I get more vancomycin at 10 o'clock. And usually around 9:30, I get Finnegan and my Benadryl, because it makes me break out in the hives. It makes me itch like a crazy woman. So, anyway, at around 9:30, I will be given those 2 medications, and then at 10 they'll start running my vancomycin. And usually I wake up, I go to sleep before that even gets started, and sometimes it'll wake me up and sometimes it won't. So we will see what happens. So I guess for now I am going to say goodnight, and I'll see you guys in the morning, and hopefully I'll be at home and can move as much as I can into my camera